Well, I feel about as prepared as I could possibly be right now. I think I've got everything. Oh, my window's open. I'm gonna hike up the main range track and do the loop at Mount Kosciuszko, which is Australia's largest point. I hope I'm prepared. I've got a poncho, I've got all of this stuff. I just got to get going. I'm worried that I'm leaving something behind that I shouldn't, but we'll find out. So this is the start of the walk. I've put my jumper on, taken my jumper off, put a hat on. It's already an effort. But there's snow in the mountains there. I didn't expect to see snow. It's summer, it's February. So I believe I'm going to be climbing that path up there, going across the snow and up the mountain over there somewhere. The forecast is a possible thunderstorm, showers, and I don't know what else. The forecast is unpredictable. I'm gonna have to cross that river down there. Originally I was going to go the other way round and cross this river at the end, but when I got there they were telling me that it was, you know, due to the weather and stuff, that this river can rise really quickly and you wouldn't want to do the long way only to get to the river and find that it is high and running quite fast and, you know, potentially leaving you stuck on the other side. So I went down the hill and crossed the river first and made my commitment to go the long way. I wasn't really even sure if I'd go the long way, but at this point I was like, well, I guess I kind of have to now. The other good thing about going the long way and starting with the river is that the hill on the opposite side that I'd just come down is known as Heartbreak Hill. It's called Heartbreak Hill because once you've done the entire walk, it is the steepest hill of the entire thing. So going up that at the very, very end would have been just absolutely devastating. I wouldn't have been able to do it, actually. There's this little map of Australia off in the distance here that I was like, I wonder if I'm going to get to that little map of Australia. And it was rolling around and I'd seen it for ages since the first river. This is about an hour into the trip already, I think, and it feels like I'd just started, but I was already starting to feel warm from the sun. As soon as the sun came out, it was like incredibly intense. First stop is the Blue Lake, and I've reached that map of Australia of snow over here, which is pretty cool. I saw that from quite a long way away. The Blue Lake, it's looking pretty, I don't know how blue it is. I don't know why it's called the Blue Lake, but it is. And I think I've got 17, it couldn't be 17 kilometers to go. It must be 17 kilometers for the whole walk to go. It couldn't be 17 kilometers to the summit, because it's supposed to be 22 kilometers all up, and I've done 5 to the Blue Lake. So, but
I've got a feeling that that is a lie, actually, now that I look at it. It could be 17. I don't know, it has been brutal so far though. I'm going to put some sunscreen on my arms again because, I don't know, they feel a little... Then I'm going to keep going. I've got a feeling it's going to get pretty cold coming up over that ridge where all of that fog's coming in. It's so weird, it's like I'm cold but I'm hot at the same time. So I don't know how to feel about it getting colder. Maybe it'll be a relief.
As the clouds rolled in, it just became really eerie. The video doesn't really pick it up, but it was pretty low visibility at some points.
I don't know if the camera picks this up, but there's gold in them hills.
Probably can't hear a goddamn thing I'm saying, but there is gold in them hills.
Wow. My sunglasses are fogging up again.
Walking through the mist, I had a really strange, creepy experience because, as you can see, the visibility is pretty low. In real life, it got lower and lower. And I was walking through and I could hear just a lady's voice behind me, and I was looking around, I couldn't see anyone, these voices, and then I realised that the on switch had clicked on my radio in my backpack.
These clouds just come and go. Like, one moment they're here, one moment they're gone. It's really bizarre. I'll be able to enjoy it later.
After the creepy backpack radio incident, it was starting to clear up, and it was just really cool seeing the clouds and mist roll up and over the hill like that. It was I've never seen that.
I'm so glad I'm doing this. This is freaking awesome. Hopefully the weather stays as clear as it looks like I'm heading into right now.
The forecast was for thunderstorms, and so I'd brought a poncho with me and everything, and apparently the weather can just change really quickly up in the mountains, so you never know what to expect, even if it says it's going to be sunny. So I was really unsure the whole time. I feel like I got pretty lucky with it though. I'm really hiking this walkway though. This walkway it's a walk in the park now. A long walk in the park. Now that I think about it, I don't even know what happens if you're up that high in the clouds during a thunderstorm. Is that dangerous? Is that something I shouldn't be doing? Let me know in the comments, because I have no idea.
I can just tell that the camera is not doing these views any justice at all. I don't mind the clouds. They kind of give it a bit of a vibe. Make me feel like I'm in the mountains at least. Even though I'm walking on this thing. So easy. It's been brutal so far.
As much as I liked walking on that metal thing because it was easier, getting to this area was really cool because I feel more like I'm part of a proper hike, whereas the metal thing feels like a tourist route.
Seems to be a case of putting your jumper on, taking your jumper off, putting your jumper on, taking your jumper off. Not rolling your ankle, and putting a jumper on, taking it off. It gets cold, then it gets warm, and then it gets cold, basically.
I could see in the distance on that other mountain the track that I was going to come down. You can't really see it from here, but there was a car parked along one side and a little hut along the other side. So I was really kind of looking forward to reaching those points. Especially after all of the uphill stuff. Like, it was steeper than it looks.
That's it there. I'm crossing my fingers it stays this clear at the top. It's looking pretty good though. May have bought a poncho for nothing. Oh, I better not say that, otherwise it will start raining. Starting to get a little bit steep as I make my final ascent to the summit of Mount Kosciuszko. I'm so glad that I did this. The weather's looking pretty awesome. The way back is shorter than the way there, so I'm pretty glad that I've chosen the route that I've chosen, because it's been alright. There's been some bits where I'm like, this is brutal, probably early on, and then this is going to be brutal as well, but it'll be totally worth it.
I remember these stairs were just absolutely horrible and my legs were really starting to give up on me, and so I was stopping but also going around the stairs a little bit wherever I could.
The stairs are brutal, but at least I didn't have to pave them. Apparently I'm nearly there. This is unbelievable. I reached snow that I can touch. Oh, I've reached snow that I can walk in. I'm laughing now, but I have no idea if there's going to be more of that. What's so funny though is that yesterday morning I woke up at the beach and I've been swimming the afternoon before, and now I'm at a place where there's snow. It's insane.
I could really feel it here. This was the last turn onto the main track to the summit, and I knew it wasn't far to go.
Oh. So I've come off the... Oh, hello. I've come off the, what's that one? The main range track, which is pretty brutal. Lots of stairs on that last bit. And this is the last kilometre up to the summit. I've joined the main track again, or whatever the summit track. And it seems pretty chill in comparison, so we'll see how we go. Nearly there. 900 metres to go or something. think I heard they're doing some work on some of the things. I guess that's what this is all about. Hopefully this isn't permanent, because that would certainly ruin people's experiences. If this was a permanent structure, it doesn't look permanent. Oh, no, it's just scaffold. Okay, this is, it doesn't look far, but it doesn't look fun.
Those stairs were actually horrendous to walk up. I had to stop multiple times and bash my thighs because they were cramping up. But I was very happy to make it to the top, to get some food, have a rest. I really felt like I accomplished something because I'd not done any prep for this other than getting a backpack with a water bladder in it, really, and carrying way too many things.
So I made it. Coming up these chairs.
Hold on a second. That was... I just said chairs, not stairs. That's how tired I was. I was so... I couldn't even think. Chairs? Oh my God.
Coming up these chairs, my thigh started twitching. I was saying, I'm going to cramp, I'm going to cramp, I'm going to cramp. And it didn't cramp. I had to get down on the ground and bash it a little bit. But now that I've had something to eat, hopefully that'll start working its magic on my body. And then I'm going to take this part down, which is comparatively a leisurely stroll from what I've heard. So let's do it. So now I'm going to take the short way back, which is 9 kilometers or something. So, and it is all what I've heard, a leisurely stroll. So compared to the way up, and you know what, I'm glad that I've done it the way that I've done it, because a leisurely stroll is all I could handle at this point. So this is probably a pretty good spot to explain. I've got to follow the path all the way down there, around the corner, there, somewhere, and then somehow through, like, across the top there. You can't see, I don't know, I can't see very well, but somewhere there is the hill going down that I went down this morning. That first hill, so I'm not going to have to walk back. I can see it from here. I can't believe that I can see it from here. It's, what time did I leave this morning? It must have been about 10 o'clock. It's 2:30 now, nearly. 20 past 2. 9 k's to go or something. Yeah, the weather's just been, I've been so lucky. Oh my God, I've been so lucky. It's just been amazing. Well, I've got you here. I might tell you a little story that where did I hear it? Where did I dream it? I might have dreamt it, but it might be real. Tell me in the comments if it's real. One of these mountains around here was previously the original Mount Kosciuszko, and this one here was called something else, until one day they realized that the original Mount Kosciuszko was 18 meters lower than the other mountain, so they switched the names. So they changed this one. I can't remember what it used to be called, but they changed this one to Mount Kosciuszko and the other one to the other name. I don't know when it happened. I don't know what the other one was called. I don't know which one the other mountain is, but like, yeah. Tell me in the comments, did I dream that? I feel like I dreamt it now.
Turns out I didn't dream it. It used to be called Mount Townsend, but when they resurveyed the mountains and found that Mount Kosciuszko, neighbouring it, was actually shorter, they swapped the names around.
I spotted this car from must be somewhere over there. And now I can't believe that I'm actually walking past it. It's like, that was like hours ago, I feel like. So you turn the corner, and would you believe it? That little hut I spotted from a million miles away. I think it's called Pee-Pee's Hut. Pee-wee's Hut. I don't know what the hut's called. Something like that. Shiwi. Probably being very disrespectful. I'll tell you what it's called. Okay, I don't know what the hut's called, but there's a sign right here, and I'm not going to look at the sign until you see it as well, and I'm right in front of it. Okay, here is the hut. It is called Seamans Hut. I forgot. I knew it was some sort of bodily fluid. Oh no. Alright, let's have a look. Oh, 2,030 meters above sea level. So that's lower than Mexico City. But high for Australia. Little stone walkway. Pretty cool. Okay, I gotta keep going. I just need to keep getting closer to home. Home is where the van is.
I bumped into another hiker on the way back down.
It is good. I'm so glad I did it.
And we had a conversation, but I also wanted to film some B-roll and capture this because it's the start of the Snowy River. So I just kind of shot stuff and had a conversation at the same time. Kind of awkward, I guess.
So this is the start of the Snowy River. Like, this is where it all begins. There's little fish in here. I don't know what they are. Can you see them? Oh, I just squatted down and I feel like I don't want to unsquat myself now. Just bumped into someone who was giving their feet a little bit of a wash in the creek, but I don't know. I can't be bothered. I just want to keep going. There's flies everywhere now. As soon as the wind stops, the flies are just rampant. Like, they're just all on me, you know? So I'm gonna keep on keeping on. They're gonna be all over my bag, I know it. They're gonna be, here we go.
Yeah, just in case you're wondering, I have a phobia of bugs and therefore not a massive phobia of flies, but like I really don't like them. Swarms of things. Swarms of things are bad. I can't handle it. Exposure therapy, I guess. It was actually really cool on this trip because I'd been at the other end of the Snowy River just a couple of days prior, so that was where the Snowy River started, and I sort of passed over where the Snowy River comes out to the sea, and it is quite a long way, and it becomes quite a large river. And speaking of quite a long way...
Okay, so you probably can't see this, maybe you can, but just there, I think that's the track up to the Blue Lake this morning, which means I've hiked all the way around there, up, behind there, and then down here. That is absurd. I think this morning when it was zero visibility, I was crossing that ridge over there somewhere. I just saw a sign that said 3 kilometers to the car park. And I'm pretty stoked, I gotta say.
I'm an awkward video maker, so when I'm walking with another person...
Are you doing commentary as well?
A little bit, yeah.
They ask questions about whether I'm doing commentary, and here I am doing commentary. So I did do some commentary, and now I'm doing more commentary, so it's not a little bit, it's quite a lot of commentary.
And we are back. That's where I started, and walked all the way up there across the top of those mountains and back that way, and my feet, oh my feet. I had some good company on the walk back. I met up with a girl who was washing her feet in the river, and then we walked the last couple of kilometers and chatted. I feel like I've achieved something though, so I'm feeling pretty good. The van is somewhere down this road. Here are my tips if you're going to do it. If you're going to do it and do like a 20k walk, definitely do it the way that I went. Probably need 2 to 3 litres of water. If it's not like boiling hot or anything. Need some lunch, pack a sandwich or something, and a few snacks. Good shoes, good socks. If I were to wear my, like a t-shirt that wicked the water away a bit more, rather than just a regular cotton t-shirt, bring a jumper if it's weather like this, because it gets pretty cold. I'm not sure if I had a jumper on at any time in this video, but there was a period where I was so glad that I had my jumper. That was my experience. I hope you enjoyed it, and I have absolutely gotta just rest this afternoon. What time is it? Here's the other thing, 4:30 in the afternoon. I got a meeting in 30 minutes, but they already know I'm probably not going there. I'm gonna crack a beer, I'm gonna find some food of some sort, I'm gonna have a shower, maybe, I don't know. Goodbye. I'm stuffed.